The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're an offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. When an offense reads blitz, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Lewis here on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Andrews. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Andrews. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Andrews. That's complete to Slayton. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. Back to throw. Andrews. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run on 1st down. Terry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He finds his man complete. That's Bowman. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Andrews. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back to throw. Andrews. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Herbert back to the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. On is the Chargers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Andrews on first down. Catch made by Slayton. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And here's Andrews to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go, baby. At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Andrews. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, McQueen. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Andrews. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
This is unbelievable.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. Andrews. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Personal foul. Who told you to do that?
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
At the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And out of bounds right around the 20. Looking to throw. Andrews. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Heck of a play play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McQueen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Back to throw. Andrews. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Herbert on 1st down now. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. This is regular pass.
So So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Herbert now. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Now Andrews looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing right, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, nice move. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, McQueen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Andrews. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and
To throw is Andrews. To throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chargers 5.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Justin Herbert sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's Herbert. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. McQueen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a give right side. McQueen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 108 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. McQueen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down. McQueen, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. With the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warner. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, that's always a good... And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And out now come the Seahawks. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Andrews now looking to throw on 2nd down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Andrews. Throw left side complete. That's Bowman. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Herbert.
39-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Here's Herbert. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Chargers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
1st down, Seahawks.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, McQueen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. McQueen. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Throwing, Herbert. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Well, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there for L.A. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on first down. McQueen. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win?